Hello party people, what's up? So I'm back onto Game Rants. I wasn't able to do so over the past couple of months because I've been really tight with video games. The series always ended right when a new game was coming out, so I didn't have time to do so. But I'm all back and ready now, and today we're gonna have a very unusual topic. Now, it's no secret that video games are video games, and there are certain things that you can do in games which you most certainly can't do in video games. Like, here is one very good example. I mean, fire doesn't really come out of swords just because you swing them. And even if we assume that something like that did happen, you wouldn't survive that. You get massive third-degree burns all over yourself. But to go on a little different kind of topic today, as inspired by YouTube, today we're going to go over some of the things that you can do in video games, but you probably shouldn't do in real life. And I bet you're wondering who's the we again? I'm back with none other than the awesome Admiral Ascent.
Hey guys, feels great to be collabing with World War III Gaming yet again. Today we'll be taking a look at things you most likely do all the time within the gaming world, but they're stupid or just downright illegal to do in the real world.
So one thing that you most certainly shouldn't do in real life is something that a lot of people are guilty of. You know, when playing certain shooter games, you can shoot your name into the wall with the bullet holes. A lot of people are actually guilty of that. I myself actually did that with Aragon's Arrows when I was playing the 2002 Lord of the Rings Fellowship of the Ring game. But, if you did that in real life, first of all, you'd scare the living crap out of a lot of people. And second of all, you would probably be charged for destruction of private or public property, as well as disturbing the peace if you did that.
This is something we've all been guilty of doing. You leveled up your pickpocketing and locksmith skills, so why not put them to use? In games such as Skyrim, Fallout, and many others, you are allowed to just walk into someone's home, or sneak up on an unsuspecting victim, and just steal their shit. Whether it be money, ammo, food, and hell, in some cases either a gun or a sword. This is no doubt very illegal in the real world, and in most games it'll at least give you some form of penalty, but in others it'll just label you as an asshat or a thief.
If anyone here has played Super Mario, you know that they will have evil turtles inside those games. But I mean, why? Why do turtles have to be evil? They're one of the nicest creatures in the animal kingdom, minus the fact when they try to bite your finger off. But seriously, don't jump on them, because if they're one of those small turtles, you're basically going to kill them. You might as well be a giant smashing someone.
In most shooters, primarily FPS games, when you go to talk to someone, you don't even put your damn weapon down, and proceed to keep it pointed in their face when you're having a nice conversation about his children and how much he misses his said children. This also takes place when you're just walking around talking to normal civilians in video games. Sometimes they will run, but in most cases, such as the Fallout series, they'll just stand there and talk to you normally and proceed to show you their wares, as if they're completely ignoring the portable mini nuke launcher you got in your hands. This is both insane and incredibly illegal to do in the real world.
Here's a game that I myself haven't played, but I do know a lot of things that have happened in that game. In the later Fallout games, you can actually loot people's corpses during a funeral, and virtually no one will care whatsoever. I mean, do I really need to explain why this is wrong in real life? First of all, people are going to be like, what the fuck are you doing? And then second, people are going to be jumping on you saying, hey, have you no respect for the dead?
In games such as the Fallout series, you can find certain food items to regain some health. You can of course just buy the food from store vendors, or you can, do it the free way, and that being just eating the food straight out of the trash can. How else are you supposed to heal those bullet holes and knife wounds? Visit a hospital? Pfft, that's for pussies. Real men eat disease-infested raw eggs out of the trash to get healthy, and recover from fatal injuries. All jokes aside, this is both fucking retarded and very dangerous. You'll be seen as a mentally ill freak if you do it in public, and you'll have about a 99.99% chance to get food poisoning or some other type of horrid disease.
And here's a funny one, which you can do in games, but you can't necessarily do so in real life. In some games, fire isn't harmful to you, at least not the, average in the scene kind of fire. You can basically just walk over it and there's no fire damage. It's very similar to no fall damage thing. But try doing this in real life. I mean, your skin starts to boil when you get close to fire, let alone actually come in contact with it.
In games such as Skyrim, the bunny hopping technique is used to get a, albeit small, boost in speed and momentum. This is achieved by, you guessed it, constantly jumping without stopping, and in games such as the recent Call of Duties, you are allowed to endlessly sprint with some certain perks. You shouldn't do either of these for a number of reasons. When it comes to the jumping, of course, you'll look like a goddamn freak in public, and you'll tire yourself out within a few minutes if you're not some sort of professional athlete or super soldier. If you're constantly running, yet again, you'll look like you just stole something because you're constantly running away, and once again, you'll tire yourself out quite quickly. This is a common internet meme regarding the popular video game series Legend of Zelda. Basically, it's going to some random person's house, picking up their beloved china or other pottery, and then throwing it to retrieve the cash that's on the inside. I'm honestly surprised Link hasn't broken a vase containing someone's ashes. This is both very illegal in the real world and labels you as an asshole. I'm very curious as to why Link hasn't been thrown into jail due to literally thousands of cases of vandalism and theft for stealing the money inside, of course. I guess he gets let off the hook because, you know, he's saving Hyrule.
And the last thing I have for today, one thing that you can do in video games, which is acceptable but not acceptable in real life, is when you try to imitate Mirror's Edge Catalyst by doing a lot of parkour stunts all over skyscrapers and the streets of a town. People are going to be like, who is this crazy person? Why are they jumping all around the place? And then eventually cops will be actually like, hey, slow down, dude, you're going to damage some cars or cause a car crash or whatever. But I'm guessing you're probably just going to be like, sorry man, this is cool, so I'm just going to be jumping over cars. Catch me if you can, suckers.
Well, that pretty much wraps things up for today. Once again, I'd like to thank World War III Gaming for allowing me to collaborate with you on this video. Anyways, bye guys.
Well, I want to thank Admiral Sen for joining us. This was a pretty fun topic as well. And I will be doing some more rants, possibly also with him, just before I start the next game. I'm still trying to work out World War III and, you know, fix the entire problem. I did get some patches, so I'm going to do that. But in general, it's quite fun to talk about these things, and I want to wish everyone a Happy New Year, and I will see you all next year.